Okay, I think I'm live now. I think I'm live now. Add should play here in a moment. I want to make sure I'm live before I click anything. Honestly. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm live. I think everybody should get the notification. Yes, I'm streaming pretty late. This is not going to be a long live stream. Hold on. Wait for people to join in. But yeah, for those of you that are just joining in now, this is not going to be a long live stream. This is just me, just doing an overview of this out of nowhere hurricane, in my opinion. This came out of nowhere for me. I didn't think this was going to happen this early, but it did. So, got to talk about that. Okay, I think I'm live. Yeah, we're not live. I don't think I am. I am live. I'm pretty sure I see the chat. Yeah, I see myself too. Okay, so yeah, I'm live. For those of you that are just joining in now, I want to talk about this hurricane that's that's unfolding right now. But before we do that, I want to talk about the severe weather as well too. Let me see. Let's go on here. I want to check this first. So as you can see, this is right now. It's a really small risk. This is just the ending risk. There was a bigger risk earlier with a couple of tornado warnings over here, but nothing too crazy today. Tomorrow, on the other hand, it's gonna be another story. There's a tornado chance. It's not as high as today, but that could definitely change in my opinion. The damaging wind risk is pretty elevated for tomorrow, and then the hail risk too. It's pretty elevated as well. There's definitely a big time risk over here for the East Coast tomorrow, and I think there's gonna be multiple rounds of storms on the East Coast here tomorrow as well. So definitely watch out for that. And you also have this another system. You have another system that's coming in from the northwest. There's a slight risk over here in eastern Montana and western North Dakota. That's gonna be moving down to the south and east, and it's basically doing something like this. It's going around in a circle like this. I wish I had a pen. I probably need to buy a pen when I get a chance so I can show y'all guys what I'm talking about. But as you can see, it starts getting bigger and bigger, and it's going to start moving, of course, down to the south and east, and it's going to cycle over and over again. It's basically a pattern. That's what this is. It's a pattern. But yeah, tomorrow's risk is going to be pretty elevated in the East Coast region. Like, I won't be surprised at all if you see an upgrade in the risk factors, actually. You also have a day 4 outlook, which is moving, of course, a little bit closer to where, the East Coast is at. It's for Iowa, northern Missouri now, a little bit of western Illinois. But that's not what we're here for. I mean, I could show you guys the models real quick. Ooh. Already wants me to, yeah, this is what we're here for. We're going to talk about him in a moment. I just want to talk about the storms first. So this is currently right now. Actually, I'm going to try to see happening over here with these storms. There's still storms over here, but it's nothing crazy. Just checking out those out. I was seeing damage reports over here, but I don't think it's nothing crazy. What I'm gonna talk about the severe weather real quick first for tomorrow, and then I'll get into the nitty gritty with Hurricane Beryl, because that thing, like I said, formed out of nowhere. So definitely want to talk about that. Let me see. Does this show tomorrow? Let me see. Oh, wow. These storms just blew up like crazy. It's around 4 p.m. too. Yeah, tomorrow the East Coast is going to see some pretty elevated severe weather, in my opinion. Like, honestly, I think this might be a lot more active than what we've seen so far this year, if this plays out correctly. I'm gonna show you guys what's gonna happen on the East Coast real quick, because yeah, like I said, tomorrow's a slight risk of severe weather for the basically the entire northeast I-95 corridor, like the metropolis area or megapolis area, is at risk for severe weather. Like all the big cities, you got what? Washington D.C., Baltimore, Philly, New York, Hartford, Providence, Boston. Literally all the big cities that you guys know is literally at risk. Good luck, East Coast. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. I'm in this yellow, which is kind of crazy. I will be out there if anything does happen, but I gotta see first. It seems like the worst part of the storms may be in this area right here. There's gonna be storms popping up to the north and east, but I think the worst of them is gonna be definitely down south because there's more convective available potential energy, and the wind shear is a little bit more favorable for damaging winds and maybe even a couple of tornadoes tomorrow. Can't rule that out. Yeah, these things blow up fast. What part of the world is this? This is the east coast of the United States. This is the northeast. And yeah, look at that. There's going to be multiple rounds, by the way. These are supercells popping up. So I won't be surprised if they do issue a severe thunderstorm watch for yeah, the entire east coast. Look at that. Look at that up there in Boston. Look at these storms up there, man. They're getting slammed up there. And then look at that. You have one round, then you get a second round of storms that just pop out of nowhere and just starts popping off like crazy. Like, holy moly. That is actually insane. But yeah, tomorrow is definitely going to be favorable for severe weather. Let me see. This is 1 p.m. Let's look at the ingredients for 1 p.m. actually. Holy. Look at that. Look at the Chesapeake Bay. The dew point is going to be almost in the 80s in the Chesapeake Bay. And then over here, this is going to be... Look at that. The entire area of the East Coast is going to be in the 70s in the dew points. Which is kind of crazy. It's kind of scary to think about. Also, temperatures tomorrow are hot as freak. 87 to 90 degrees. And if you go further down south, then 97 degrees. Look at that. Washington, D.C. It's going to be 97, 98 degrees. Unreal. Let me see something. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 97 degrees. It's going to be hot as freak tomorrow in the Chesapeake Bay area. Or in this area. As I said, this area has like the best chance for severe weather tomorrow, in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if they even extended the slight risk a little bit further out. Like that. Well, not like that. Maybe something like this, maybe. Like as far west as like over here, maybe. Because I think the storms are going to start firing up a lot earlier. Or a lot, far back than what we expected to. But as you can see, the ingredients for the atmosphere is very favorable for storms. You have the wind shear. This is the lower level wind shear. Or not lower level, the mid-level wind shear, sorry. And then you have the lower level wind shear, which I don't see a lot of it, but I think that's going to change. There's maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. Then you have the supercell composite, which is going to start spiking, I think. Hold on, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look, it starts spiking. Pretty harshly too. This is tomorrow, yeah. Supercell composite is definitely showing something as well. Let me see. Let's go back to here. This is 2 p.m., right? Yeah, 2 p.m. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, the people that are joining. I'm going to get to the hurricane in just a moment. I'm just showing y'all what is happening for the East Coast tomorrow. Looks pretty, looks like it's going to be really active, honestly. Is all I wanted to say. Like, tomorrow on the East Coast. So, basically, if you're in this yellow area... Oh, my God. Look at this storm in Bangor, Maine. Yeah, these storms are going to be very, very potent tomorrow. So, if you live from basically the entire state of Maine all the way down to Greensboro, North Carolina, if you live in this yellow region... Because there's a lot of people that lives in this region. I think this is over like 30 million people that lives in this region. Actually, I want to check that actually. How many people was in this slight risk? Yeah, almost 60 million people is in this slight risk, which is actually insane. So, 60 million people is at risk for severe weather tomorrow, which is kind of insane. Not kind of, it is pretty insane. You guys need to watch out tomorrow because you guys are in a pretty big risk area. And this actually might get upgraded if this plays out correctly. So definitely gotta watch this. Definitely gotta watch this carefully. But enough yapping about this storm systems coming in. Let's talk about Hurricane Beryl, because this thing is Interesting. So usually we see hurricanes at this time of year, but this is like extremely early in the year. That's what's kind of scaring me. I really think this hurricane season is going to be pretty significant. Honestly, this is not good if we're having major hurricanes. Like the first ever like actual storm system in the Atlantic is already a cat or it's going to become a category 3 hurricane. That is absurd. In my opinion, haven't seen that at all. Actually, that's kind of scary to just think about, because that formed way too fast, way too fast. But let's talk about them. This is Hurricane Beryl right here. This is a 993 low pressure system, so that is about tropical storm status. I think I'm pretty sure it's tropical storm status. Why is my stream paused? There we go. But as you can see, this thing is going to start intensifying. 990, 986. This is, I think this is a hurricane now. I think this is a hurricane now at this point. It's a 984 low pressure system, and you can see the eye is starting to clear out pretty well here, and in this region. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, let's check the winds. Let's check the. Holy moly! How much is that, bro? Just curious. How fast is the winds going? I'm seeing 77 knots and 71 knots. 55 knots as well. This is definitely over like 100 miles per hour at least. This has to be over 100 miles per hour. But let's keep looking at the moisture. I just want to keep looking at the precipitation I'm in. Sorry, not moisture. But yeah, this thing is it's strengthening, and it's going to be strengthening fast. It's 982. This is definitely a category, if not 2 hurricane. I mean, it's probably more than a category 2 hurricane. Look at this. 967 low pressure system with a complete eye. This is an eye right here. Well, obviously, y'all can see that, but it has an eye now, and a well-defined eye as well. This is a strong hurricane, chat. And it's going to hit the islands, too. We're going to talk about the islands in just a moment. But this thing is strong, and is going to hit these islands right here. I forgot what these islands were right here, but they're going to get smacked hard by this storm. Like, there's going to be a lot of damage from this. Yeah, that's, wow. They're going to get really hard by this storm. But that's a very strong look. It's a 956. 956 low pressure system. This has to be at least a category 3. Has to be. Category 3 hurricane. This is expected to become a category 3 hurricane, but this has to be at least category 3. I won't be surprised if they like upgrade the strength maybe. It depends, because you see it starts weakening here a little bit. Then it starts strengthening again. No, it doesn't weaken actually. Does it weaken? No, it weakens and then it strengthens once again. Yeah, a 947. That's category 4 status, I'm pretty sure. That's the low end category 4 status. And then it starts to weaken a lot more. I think that's Cuba right there. Yeah, it starts to weaken a lot more. It's still a very strong hurricane. As you can see, a complete eye is right here still. And it just keeps on going and going. Still, what, category 3? This is Jamaica right here. Jamaica could be getting a big portion of this storm, actually. And you see these outer bands right here? These could also produce tornadoes. So Jamaica is going to... This is Jamaica right here. I know this is Jamaica, I'm pretty sure. And they're going to get slammed by this if this keeps itself together. And if it goes onto this trajectory. Because there's multiple, trajectories that this thing could go. It can go north. It can go, just straight on the path. Or it can go south. Or it could dissipate. We don't know what's going to happen with this thing in the future. This is pretty far out. But Jamaica, definitely be on the lookout if you live in Jamaica. Because this thing is definitely heading right for you. If this is showing me right here. We're going to look at more models, by the way. But I just wanted to show y'all guys. And it starts to weaken a little here. It strengthens and then it weakens. And it's strengthening here again. And this is how far it goes out. But this is going into the Gulf of Mexico. Okay? This is the worst case scenario. If this thing goes into the Gulf of Mexico and is able to strengthen, it's the worst case scenario. So I think this is the worst case scenario run, which we do not want to see at all, because that is not what you want to see at all. You do not want to see a strong hurricane, a major hurricane at that, go into the Gulf of Mexico, because that is just going to spike things even further. And that's just going to just cause some chaos. And we do not want that at all. But let's look at the okay, let me go. Let's look at another model here. Let's look at this model. And let's start this back. As you can see, this is a different model. This is the I forgot what this model is called. This is the where is it at? The HMON model. I forgot what it stands for, but it's another model, a hurricane model that I use as well. And we're gonna fast forward this as well. 4 out of 4 or 4 out of 4 or 10, because that's misinformation. Got a lot of people. 4 out of 4 what? What do you mean? Are you talking about the category? I'm not saying it's going to be a category 4. Not yet. At least. I'm not sure what this thing is going to strengthen into. Like I said, the max right now, they're they're showing on their surface right now is a category 3. It could reach category 4 status if the cards play out well, which we don't want the cards to play out well at all. But I don't know. We're going to have to watch this carefully. Like I said, it's already forecasted to be a category 3 hurricane. And for those of you that are wondering if it is going to hit the United States, I'm not sure. No one's sure yet, actually. Nobody is sure that this thing is going to hit the United States. There is a chance, but I think it's a really low chance that this thing might hit the United States. Like I said, we'll see. It's pretty far out to tell. Yeah, too far out to tell, actually. So we shouldn't worry about this right now. But if you're on the islands, actually, you should worry, because this thing is definitely heading in your direction. But keep this pushing. This thing strengthens fast on this model as well. And this is a well-defined hurricane, again, on this model. And as a well-defined eye, it's a very strong hurricane. 959 low pressure system. Now it's a 962. So it's going to strengthen. It's going to weaken every now and then. Or it can do eye wall replacements is what it's probably doing. This is a huge hurricane, by the way. Holy. It's a pretty expansive hurricane. But it hits the islands right there. I forgot what those islands were. Like I said, I'm going to check those in a moment. But, yeah, this thing is just pushing through as a strong Category 3 hurricane. And it just keeps on chugging to the west. And it starts to weaken a little bit. But it starts to expand as well. Like I said, it starts to weaken, then it starts to strengthen. Like I said, it's going to strengthen, it's going to weaken. It's going to do both. Like, it's going to go up and down with the intensity of this storm. Like I said, it's too far out to tell. This is the Gulf of Mexico. This is also putting us towards the Gulf of Mexico, I'm pretty sure. I can't see too far out, unfortunately. Let me see something. Let me see if I can regions. I'm going to do... Let's do Western Atlantic. No, that's the one we did. Okay, so wait, we can't. Can we not see the guess not. Guess not. I was trying to see. Category 3 out of 4 or 3. What are you talking about? No, that has nothing to do with anything. The max you can go is category 5. You can't go any higher than a category 5. It's a category 3 hurricane, which means the wind speeds is going to be between 125 to 100 and I think 40 something miles per hour. I'm pretty sure that's the wind speeds between a category 3. I think 140 is around, or 145 or something. I think is like category 4. Not sure. No, 125 to 135 miles per hour or 140 miles per hour, I think, in between is a category 3 hurricane. 140 miles per hour is a category 4. And 150 plus is or no, 160 miles per hour is a category 5. 160 plus, I meant. But yeah, all these models are showing this thing intensifying rapidly too. And this is the live look at it right now. This is the live look right now. This is live right now. This is what the thing looks like. Not really impressive at all. It's not really impressive. But this thing is going to form fast, as you can see. And these are, this is Barbados. Oh boy. This is Barbados. This is Grenada. Oh wow. Dominica. Yeah, okay, so all these little islands are definitely gonna get impacted. Barbados, you're not in the path. Well, you're in the path of it, but you're not going to get hit directly by the storm, which is good news, but you're definitely getting hit by something though. Like I would not rule it out at all. You're going to get hit by a big portion of this hurricane. But yeah, this storm is heading directly towards these islands. So if you're in the was it Saint Vincent and the was it Grenadines, right? Grenadines. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Like I said, I don't know too much about the islands down here. All I know is Barbados right here, and then Trinidad Tobago also as well. I know about that island as well. You guys are in the path of this hurricane. Actually, there's hurricane warnings for Barbados and Trinidad Tobago, and the islands that are in the path of this hurricane right now. They're in the cone of uncertainty. This is the cone of uncertainty is what you call this. This is going to be moving to the west, like I said. Jamaica, you're in the cone of uncertainty. So this thing could head towards you. We don't know what this thing is going to do because this thing is, it could wibble wobble. It could wibble wobble and go into the Gulf of Mexico, which I think this is going to go to the Gulf of Mexico. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, we don't know yet. But this thing is definitely on its way. So you guys definitely need to watch out right now for this hurricane. Like I said, this is another look at the path of or the cone of uncertainty, and I think what is this tomorrow? This is tomorrow at probably yeah tomorrow morning. It's going to be a hurricane. Oh no, it already is a hurricane now. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, it's already a hurricane. It's going to be a Category 2 hurricane I think by tomorrow morning maybe, and then it's going to be a Category 3 tomorrow evening. Category 3 hurricane. Or aka major hurricane, and it's gonna keep intensifying, and it's going to impact. You see the islands in red. The islands in red right here are literally in the hurricane warning, and they're going to get impacted pretty hard by this hurricane. Like I said, this includes Trinidad. What is this? What is it called? Yeah, Trinidad, Tobago, and Barbados. Same thing with Saint Vincent and the Saint Luke or Lucia or Saint Luca. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Like I said, my pronunciation is probably terrible. I'm sorry, but bear with me here. But the islands in the red right here, basically, are at risk for the hurricane. And this is going to keep chugging to the west. And like I said, Jamaica, you could be in the impact of this storm. Like I said, we're not 100% sure what this is going to do. But don't be surprised if Jamaica gets impacted by the storm heavily, too. Gotta watch that very carefully. Like I said, it's still gonna be a major hurricane all the way until Tuesday, which is kind of wild. And Wednesday, it should weaken into a Category 2. The models are showing it not weakening into a Category 2 at all. It's gonna be a Category 3 still. I'm not sure. The National Hurricane Center think this is going to, weaken into a Category 2, which I hope it does. Let's hope it doesn't, keep its strength or anything. Like I said, I won't be surprised if this thing does keep its strength, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Hoping some sort of wind shear environment destroys the storm or something. Because wind shear is like the kryptonite to hurricanes. But yeah, here he is right here, Hurricane Beryl. And we also have another system behind Hurricane Beryl that has a chance of developing as well. We got to watch that because that thing could definitely develop into something. But honestly, I think that was it for the hurricane forecast. I just want to, get out here and talk about the hurricane that's going to happen. I'm going to make a video on it tomorrow about him. I'm going to get more into detail about like the places that are going to be impacted by him and the chances of this thing that, could move into the Gulf of Mexico. I hate to say it, but, I definitely think there's a chance because this thing is, I don't think anything's stopping it. I don't see any type of wind shear, at least from right here. I don't see. I can't say for sure because, like I said, we could have a storm system. I think the storm system right here that's going to move through tomorrow, the storm system that's going to cause the severe weather in the Northeast, might come into play with the hurricane. Maybe. There's also a high pressure system up here that's making this thing go to the west as well. And there's also, I think a high pressure is going to settle in the Northeast as well. Up here, maybe by the time it gets over here near Jamaica. So we'll see what happens with this thing. Like I said, I'm gonna get into more detail tomorrow. If I do make a video tomorrow, which I probably might. I probably might make a video tomorrow. But I'm gonna get into more detail about this. I just wanted to come out here and show you guys what's going on with this hurricane, because look, it's looking pretty significant, and you can see it on this model run as well, showing it to become a category 3, 125, 100, yeah, 100. Look at that, 155 mile per hour wind gusts. That's very strong wind gusts right there. And you keep this, yeah, you keep this pushing it. Like I said, they think it's gonna weaken, which honestly, it really could. And they're saying that by the time it gets over here, it could be a category 1. Like I said, this whole area right here can change. The whole trajectory can change. Like this whole thing, like it can go into the Gulf of Mexico, it can go north, or it can go straight, like how the the path of uncertainty or the cone of uncertainty is. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, it's right here, and we know it's gonna impact these areas. We know. So if you're in the areas that says category 3, then you're gonna get impacted for sure. But once it like starts spreading out a lot more, we don't know what's gonna happen. So we have to wait a couple of days to see where this thing is gonna go. Like I said, the best case scenario, which it really isn't a best case scenario, but if you want this thing to weaken or not impact a lot of people, then I mean, hope for it to go like this maybe, but I don't think it's gonna do that. Or it could just go into Central America, but I don't want anybody to get hit by the storm at all. Like the flooding in Central America is gonna be pretty bad if this thing does hit Central America, which is what the path is showing right now. Central America getting directly impacted by this storm. So like I said, pray for the people that are getting impacted for this storm. I think they might start evacuating over here in on the islands. You see Bridgetown, Kingstown, these areas on these islands. What's this, 40 France, I think is how you say it. They might start evacuating over here now that they know that they're under a hurricane warning and that this is going to be a very strong hurricane that is going to move through. So like I said, pray for the people, pray for these people that's going to get hit by this hurricane. Hopefully things gets better. Hopefully this thing does weaken. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'll be tracking this thing. But yeah, I am going to end the stream because it is pretty late and I didn't want to make this a seriously long stream. But yeah, definitely watch out for this. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn notification if you like weather forecast videos or weather live streams. I also play weather games on here as well. Also, check out my new channel. I will link it in the description down below after the stream. And yeah, that'll be it for right now. I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'll catch you guys on a new channel tomorrow as well. I'm about to upload my first video or maybe even a live stream on the new channel. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll see you guys then. Until next time, peace out.